2 games into your version of the offense, your blend with Coach Jones, you've had a couple of games to look at it on the field and on film. What's your overall assessment of the way the team's adjusting to your system?
No, I like it, and it's like you said, it's a blend, so it's still a work in progress. You can practice all you want, but until you actually get in game action, you don't know how certain guys are going to react and what they can really do and that sort of thing. So we're still adjusting, but I like. We've done some really good things. I thought the final drive the other night was really awesome, and we had a couple drives against Texas Tech I really liked too.
That final drive that Garrett led for the game-winning touchdown against Montana State, how important was that? Not so much for the points that you put on the board, obviously, but just the confidence building for the team, knowing they can do that.
Well, it was huge. I told them on the sidelines for the drive, so this is the opportunity you wait for. You get behind and you get come from behind and win a game, and being able to do that is a huge part of this offense. I was really pleased the way they handle it. We had like Stevie Nelson goes in and catches a back shoulder fade after Bird had gotten hurt, and then he catches another great play to convert on third down. And then Garrett, the last play down there, is just really patient. Found the open receiver on the kind of the secondary break. It was just a great drive, and against a quality opponent, so you hate to see get your team in that position, but once you are there, how you react to it is really, really important. And I thought our guys showed a lot of character.
When you talk about the blending of your offense and Coach Jones's offense, is this team learning faster than some other teams you've taken over because of the carryover from what Coach Jones had before you got here?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say they're faster than some of the other teams I've had. I wouldn't case it that way, because really this is different. I mean, this is newer. It's not the same thing I've taught in all the other places I've been. A lot of it is similar, and then of course we blend in Coach Jones' stuff. It's new for him too, and so like I said, it's kind of a work in progress. But we have really smart kids here at SMU, and the Mustang offense is it's not mine and it's not Coach Jones. It's the Mustang offense. It's our kids that do it, and they are easy to work with and quick learners.
The guy who makes it run is Garrett Gilbert, your senior quarterback. Numbers can be a little deceptive. I mean, a lot of people will look at how many yards he has. All right, he's 5th in the country in total offense. He's also thrown 1 touchdown pass in 2 games. How would you evaluate his performance so far?
Well, red zone offense is always something you got to improve on, and we're going to get better at that. The thing I've liked is we've had good quick drives. We've been down there, and again, you get kind of into that learning factor there a lot of times. But he's also rushed for a touchdown, and we've run the ball in from down there. We're pretty good at running the football. We had over 140 yards the other night, and we had over 100 against Texas Tech. So, that can be kind of deceiving, the touchdown pass stat.
You mentioned the red zone. I was going to ask about what do you need to see more of or see better to make that more efficient in the red zone?
Well, I think like the final drive the other night, that's one of the reasons I was so pleased with is there's a certain amount of just patience you got to have when you get there. When you first do one of these things, you teach an offense like this, and you can, like I said before, you can work on it all you want, but you get to the point where you got to do it in game action. And then when you have those great drives and you get down there inside the 20, you got to convert them. And that's where, you kind of tend to get that little nervousness about you at first. And so that drive was something I think will really settle us down and pay a lot of dividends.
Through 2 games, you've had a little shuffling going in the offensive line. I think Taylor Lasecki's the only one who's played every snap at his position. How much does that hinder the progress of the offense and what you can call with all those moving parts up front?
Well, it's definitely something we've got to solve, but we've got a lot of young players. We had a true freshman play nearly the whole game against Texas Tech. So, Wes Swan's doing a great job working with him, and it'll settle in. But when we started this in the spring, we just had lost a lot of guys, and we've just got to get the young guys and bring them along. Obviously, once they get a little more experience and we settle on the 5 and the combination we want, it'll be an easier chore calling it.
Darius Joseph leads the country in receptions right now. Is that a result of his performance? Is that a result of your system being designed to funnel a lot of catches to that slot guy? Is it Is it Garrett Gilbert? What do you attribute his performance to, and are you surprised by his numbers?
Now, Darius is a good player. He could be a great player, and he's really working hard at it. Jason Phillips is doing a great job coaching him, and to be honest with you, I didn't even know he was leading the nation in receiving, but we try to balance it up and throw to all the guys, and Darius has just had 2 good games where he's managed to be the guy that gets open a lot.
Does your offense change significantly with changing parts at the running back position? You've gone through Traylon Shedd, Prescott Line, Casey Lemche. How does that alter your system?
It doesn't really change unless you get to the point where you don't really have somebody that can play. But fortunately, we've had 3 guys there and everything you're talking about is all due to injuries. So you can't really control that. But I think all 3 of those guys are very capable, and they've showed that in game action. So as long as we don't get all of them hurt at one time, we're okay.
Lemche, like you said, got in the other night because of Prescott Line's ankle. Yeah. Traylon Shedd was out. Once those guys are back, did he show you enough the other night to merit more playing time, more of a rotation?
Yeah, I think Casey will be in the mix, and that really that kid's been around here for I guess 3 years now. He's played on special teams, and he's got a burst, and he's got some things he can do. Yeah, he's going to compete. If we could have them all 3 healthy, I mean, they're going to compete like they've been doing, and that's kind of the optimum deal.